bring your attention to stylizing and shaping some of your lines as you're drawing. In 111A, we learned to use art brushes. So for example, you could draw this weird little shape, right? It's kind of thick down here. It's just a fill, no outline. And you could take it, click, drag, and drop it in the brush window. We would make it an art brush. So it's almost like you're painting. This is what your brush tip would look like, and you could do different shapes. But this was really common one that we would use for draping lines to kind of give it a point at the end. You would say, okay. Usually I like turning the colorization onto tint so it doesn't stay black. You have the option to change it if you were to change your stroke color. And then you should see it over here. So what does that look like? Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna right click and just 1 second. Let me get this remove brush stroke. Okay, I already put it on that one so you can see what it looks like. And this guy too, I did something to it as well, so I'm gonna undo it. Okay, so this is just like 2 lines that, maybe I drew with my pen tool. This is just kind of like what your stroke basically looks like. Undo. So I just drew a couple already here. So the first one, I'll go ahead and apply the brush stroke we just made, right? And you can see it's stylized. It's thick at the top and thin at the bottom. Another option that Illustrator does have, if you don't want to do an art brush, it's a little bit simpler. You can change the profile on the stroke menu. So make sure your stroke menu is open. You can open any menu in window. It's always in alphabetical order, which is nice. And they have it's almost like art brushes pre-made in a way, right? All these weird shapes. And so you can click one, and maybe that's all you need. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any. I haven't really played with this too much. Oh, you can flip along if it's going the wrong way. Kind of has that option. But the thing with the art brush, you do kind of have more control on the shape by really drawing your weird shape and putting in the art brush. So this is probably just a more advanced option where the profile is just kind of quick and easy to kind of get some shape, and you can kind of play with it to see like which one's best for you. So that's just another way to change that basic stroke. That's just, it's the same weight and shape the whole way. If you want it to have a little bit more artistic flair for certain things, certain details, definitely drape lines. Here I'm kind of doing it if it was like in the croaky's hair. Just to kind of give it a little bit of depth, if you will. So I wanted to bring the profile to your attention, and I wanted to remind you about making art brushes as an option as well.